Hello everyone, it is Anthony here with Ancient and Modern Weapons. We're going to be doing a video on the Ruger Mini 30, chambered in 7.62 by 39. The Ruger Mini 30, chambered in 7.62 by 39. This cartridge was made famous by the AK-47. This rifle also has a cousin, the Mini 14, chambered in 5.56 or 2.23. This model here is the stainless model. It has a stainless steel upper with the full synthetic stock. There's also a wooden stock version with a blued upper. The rifle comes stock as is, you can see. The scope here, the mounting rail, came with the rifle. You just have to put it on yourself. It also came with a couple scope rings that mount directly to the frame underneath the rail here, and those are 1-inch scope rings. They're okay. They're Ruger specific, and they have their design that actually attaches to the frame, which is a lot more secure and all the stuff that they tell you it is. I've had problems with that. I didn't use Loctite, I used Loctite. I tried different things to make it work. However, every single time I would fire the firearm, the gun, the scope would actually rotate in the scope rings. Yes, it was an inch tube scope, and yes, those are inch scope rings. It would still rotate. I tightened them down, and then as I tightened them down even further to get that to stop, it started to strip. So I don't know if they're just the material itself heats up or however it is, you know, things started to strip, and I was like, either way, I can't use it. It doesn't want to work. So I was like, I'm just going to use my own scope rings. Thank the Lord for this rail. It also helped because now with the scope rings that I have, they're about the same height as would be the Ruger ones. But now I have the rail here, so it actually lifts the scope off a little bit off the frame. And so if you've ever, when you'll see us shoot the firearm, you'll see the ejection launch the shells out. Like they're flying. They go so far, and almost every single time it would strike the scope. So the little thread protectors for the windage destroyed it. It was massacred kind of thing, like, because it kicks those shells out so hard. Whatever. So back to the firearm. Yeah, so it is unloaded, as you can see here. Chamber is clear. No ammo is present here in the work area. Let's go over some sights. So we have our rear peep sight, and then we have a 3-pronged front sight. I did end up putting some orange paint on the center 3-prong there, the center prong, because it was just black in general and people were having a hard time spotting it, you know, older people with not great eyesight kind of thing. So I decided to put, you know, some orange spray paint on there, and it's actually helped a lot. I just probably should put more, flakes off, whatever happens. Maybe some orange nail polish if you want to try that. So this model came with 2 5-round mags. There is models that are not California compliant. Living in California, I can only have 10 rounds. And so the non-California compliant ones have a threaded barrel with a A2 flash hider, I believe, on there. And they come with 1 20-round mag. So this model came with 2 5-round mags. Then I bought some 10-round mags from Pro Mag. Working well, those things kicking butt for me. So, yeah. What else? Oh, so this rifle was inspired by the M1 Garand. As you see on the system here, it is the same charging handle, the same operating system. However, it is magazine fed, not clip fed from the top. So there's no chance of you getting Grantham unless you're sticking your thumb in there for some stupid reason, clearing a malfunction. However, it's a good design. There shouldn't be any malfunctions unless you're using some crappy ammo, like worse than steel ammo, crappy kind of stuff. So without further ado, let's roll that shooting footage.
Okay, going hot.
All right.
Who's the king? I'm the king.
King of the Magda. And those are the factory sights?
And this one? Yeah. Which is funny, they're like literally sighted out to like 150 yards, like iron sights. Because like when I was shooting the plates, which were, you know, freaking 50, 55 yards or something like that, I had to aim below it in order to hit them. Ready? Good, everybody?
Yeah.
The Ruger Mini 30.
Now that we're back from shooting it, let's go over some pros and cons. So a couple pros is this gun's flipping amazing. Like, honestly, with the problems it has had, I'm still going to shoot it. I'm still going to keep it. I'm still going to do everything I possibly can with this rifle. Like, honestly, I probably wouldn't take it hunting, but it sure sounds good to do so. Like, it's a beautiful rifle, you know. It does well. It's more accurate than when it first came out due to the whole extending the barrel in certain areas to make sure it shoots more accurately. Thank you, Ruger, for doing that one. You can, it's got your freaking mounts to do slings and stuff like that. The recoil pad's nice. The safety's nice because it actually blocks the trigger a little bit. So even if you were to try to shoot, you would know it's there because you're hitting it inside the trigger guard. So we'd have to depress that, and, you know, versus having like a cross bolt or something like that. It's right there, no matter what. It's ambidextrous. So I've had a couple left-handed shooters play around with this gun, and yeah, they love it. It's even more so on the left side for lefties out there, so you'll get a better interaction with that safety. Couple cons that definitely happened was the scope rings. Honestly, garbage. The rail, I do like the rail. The magazines, I do not like them. I do like the steel configuration, but it's got the pin system on the front like you saw earlier. You have to clip that in and then rock it back. I get the hold of it, you know, I get the hang of it kind of thing, and it works for me. But new users kind of fumbling around with it, trying to shove it in both ways and not working, and it's too easy to not get it right and have an unseated mag and you think it's seated properly. So That sucks. It just would be easier if they made like an AK mag, just have it, you know, the flat face on the front there, just get it underneath, hook it up, rack it back, and it stays, versus having that dumb pin in the front. Forget that. So, a couple other ones is the firing pin. With the steel ammo, you're going to have some light primer strikes just because the steel ammo has the steel primer and primer pocket right there, and it takes a lot more force to actually get those primers to go off. And this baby, it does well, it's just sometimes those won't go off. So you're going to have to do like a half cycle or a half rack to just reset the trigger and the firing pin, and then just so it won't eject, and then let it go and try to give it another strike on the primer, and it should go off. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You know, I think she's a beauty. I think she works really well. I'd suggest people to have them. If you want to go 5.56 or 7.62 by 39, that's all on you. So go mini 14 or mini 30. There's a couple conversion kits that you can do is replace the stock. And so there's a wooden stock with the, you know, pistol grip. It's got a folding stock. So I guess it's the wooden handle with the underneath, and then it's got a folding, what do you call it, a steel bar or something like that. Can't have that in California unless I were to mag lock it. Whatever, that's fine. You know what? Thank you guys so much for watching this video on Ancient and Modern Weapons. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to be notified when new videos drop. And sign up for the giveaway. Post down below, comment down below, hashtag AMWRocks. And remember, you're living the history of tomorrow, so go out there and make history. Have a good one.